We go back out the way we came. Look for your chest, by the way, and then look above this. Look above the chest. You'll see this Zen garden. Just walk above it, and you go back out the way you came. Oh, you can use. Oh, you can't use a sparrow on this bit, but you can have come through into this area on your sparrow and then use it to sparrow up to the door. But there used to be a bit of a glitch that if you get to this doorway too quickly, it would then stay shut. So I've kind of got into a bit of a habit of just not getting on my sparrow for that. You can also unlock some triumph score by exploring this area and finding the Emissary of the Nine. She's, after you've done that cube encounter, if you start exploring this deserty area, she will be in one of these kind of spots. And if you listen to her dialogue options, she'll tell you some various things, some prophecies, hence the name of the dungeon. But especially specifically for like before Beyond Light. There she is, look. But this is something that people seem to still not know even today, even to like in Beyond Light. So if you approach her, and if you're coming in here as a fire team, you can hear different dialogue. So one person could be hearing one set of voice lines, and then you can have like 3 sets of voice lines going on at the same time.
Hey, 3 Eyes.
I'll let you have a listen.
Shags says you sang him a little ditty.
What?
Shags, Chunky Titan, One Horn. Did you sing him a song on the moon?
What a senseless question.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Stay off this channel. Should I need you, I'll call. Wait,
I didn't hang up.
does that oaf still keep that skull with him?
In the tower? Yeah, hangs it over his spot. I wouldn't have tangled with that thing.
Desperate times. This little ditty, did it go?
That would be the one. What is it?
Savathun's song. It's a viral chant. It can never be unheard. Now that Savathun has announced herself, relics of the dark across the system have begun to awaken. Tell Shax to remove that skull immediately.
Sister, I already tried.
What did that oaf say?
No.
Cool. So I just briefly showed you, like, if you came from that west building, I started heading south. You don't have to listen to those voice lines. I think you get about 3 or 4 per time that you come in. You can just entirely skip them, but I thought I wanted to show you them just in case you hadn't spotted them before. Now we're doing the rainbow, what's referred to as the Rainbow Road. So I just jumped on my sparrow and I'm dipping down. I will not be using the sparrow the whole way through, but just for this first bit, it's a little bit quicker. And I will be showing you the other secret chest that's down here. Always makes me nervous. I normally just walk down this thing, or I jump down. But for the sake of the video, let's hop on here. Success! Nope. There we go. You can kill these dudes, but for the essence of speed, I'm just going to skip them. And I'm going to start doing the jumping puzzle on the way down. We're basically just trying to slowly work our way down to this bottom area. Watch out for this guy here. He will absolutely boop you off the side, and if you don't have a sword, it's very difficult to jump back on. So you can use a sword to quickly swipe your way back up. We're eventually aiming to get down to that pyramid down there. That's where our bonus chest is. After we've been in there, we're aiming for that last final platform there, so we can get sucked up and teleported into this final boss chamber here. So that's where we're ultimately aiming for. Nope. Thank you. I'm going to go to each one of these that has this nipple, for lack of a better word, globe, ball, Bally globe. Bally globe. E-nipple thing. Each one of those has one of those taken phalanxes on. What the? Your boy's like a witch. Anyway, each one of those globy bally things will spawn in a taken phalanx. And apparently a teleporting ninja vandal. As a little tip, if those vandals, for whatever reason, get knocked off the side, say you've got explosive rounds or whatever, really, dude? Say, for example, they fall off... there's more at it! Say if I actually knock him off the side and he falls off, he can die, but he can also respawn and reappear on the platform that you knocked him off from. So just because you see him fall off, don't assume that you've gotten rid of him. I should probably just stop. I'll just stop. There we go. We're going to skip these dudes in here. You can absolutely kill them if you want to. But I can't be bothered. Right. Let's try sniping again. Oh, that's good. It's not bad. 1 for 1. Nope. In the air? No. That's a little bit better. Yes. No, I'm not gonna have that angle. That's gonna give me white numbers. Made a difference anyway. So with a sword, you can quite easily get over to this last area here, right? So you can use your super, you can jump, you can swipe, or you just basically want to try and work your way across. As I'm using Shadow Shot, you can use the Shadow Shot to like fly and then swipe between your Shadow Shots. So you can really comfortably get in there. But you can also use, like for a Titan, Thunder Crash, that easily gets you across. As a Warlock, you can use Top Tree Dawnblade, because you've got the Icarus Dash as well. So there's all kinds of mobility options that you've got for each one of the 3 classes. And this is your next chest, so you basically just go into that back corner, and then you come round here. I will show you for reference where that back corner is, but that's the second chest that you can get from this dungeon. When you come into here, if you were driving down on a Sparrow, you just look to the bottom right, so you'd be driving in from here, and then it's just here. And then if you did what I did and used your super to get onto this platform, as you come in, just look to the far left, and then that's where you'd be in. Let's use our Sparrow Invis to get up this next area. Thank you. So, it seems that this sucky chubby thing is very fussy about what it wants to consider for you going up. Sometimes you want to be on your... What? I'll be right back. Okay. So let's try this one more time. Now, when you get on your sparrow in this thing, this teleporty sucky thing, it seems to have a real knack to whether or not it wants to let you up or not. Sometimes I try to get on it without a sparrow and it doesn't suck me up, and sometimes I try to get on it with a sparrow and it does suck me up. Like, so there seems to be a thing. I'm not quite sure. Like, it used to be you just ride your sparrow into it and it will teleport you up. But there we go. There we go. Straight away. No worries. Don't care. Seems like a phalanx. Unless you smack me in the face, man, you're gonna like squash me. Just have this almighty phalanx butt come down and crush me. What a way to go out. Almost as bad as having the same thing but with sparrow. Cool. Well, glad you're back. Happy? Cat's happy. We're happy. Cool. Alright. So here's the deal. I'm going to be using this to clean up the knights to get my moats, and then I'm going to be switching to this for DPS. Let's get rid of that. I think that was the... that was the drop I had earlier, but I'm not interested in keeping that. So I'm just going to be using and swinging between these two. I'm going to get rid of any of this spare stuff. I've had better, that's fine. Get rid of that, that's fine. So we've got all of this stuff. Pretty light rocket launcher stuff is all on, so we're pretty good. Ooh. Hold on there, boy. Switch that out. Cool. So welcome back. So for this encounter, the way it works is we're going to have these pools of light that you can see in these three corners. We have to kill knights, grab moats, bank the moats in these corners. They summon little ogres. They're not very special. You kill the ogres just to get rid of them for the sake of getting rid of them. Get rid of these three pools of light, and then we go into the middle just there. When we go into the middle just there, we go to DPS phase. DPS phase is basically a long corridor, and there's going to be one captain. What we have to do is we have to stay close enough to the captain that we don't get something called dark entropy. You'll see it down the bottom left of my corner. If we get 10 stacks of dark entropy, he will instantly kill us. One other thing is the Taken Captain does like a blast, Taken Blast, that comes towards us. If we get hit by it, it'll do a small amount of damage, but we'll get teleported to the back of the room. So as the encounter goes on and he moves further back down this corridor, if we get hit by that blast, we then have to spend time trying to run back towards him, which is very difficult. There's a couple of alpha snipers and stuff, but that's the core mechanic, basically, is we have to stay close enough that we're basically one platform away from the boss, whilst continually damaging him. For this, I'm going to be using this kind of different bits and stuff, but you'll see as we go. Don't have a clown cartridge one of these yet. Would have been real nice. Real nice for this encounter. But neither. We got black, black. Cool. Smoking. Oh, okay, well, we'll start off with light. I don't mind. I'll mix it up. Where's our boy? There he be. Yes, no? Okay. I do what I want. Got the moats. So I'm going to run over to this corner. I'm going to stick them in. I'm going to dodge to get my smoky smoke back. I'm going to throw a nade so I can get a little bit of cheeky DPS on this fella. And I'm just going to run past him. That's pretty much him done. And we'll do that a few more times over. Thank you. Cool. Grab these, do another one. Crutch the invis, do another one. Right, I'm going to slow down a little bit here because I want to collect some green ammo up. you. Any more for any more? Put my nade in there and hope it will catch a good few of them. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! It's gorgeous! Gorgeous! Ooh. Is that falling through? It's falling through. Gross. Nope. How much time have we got? 21 seconds? I think we can live with that. One more note. Oh, I don't see that falling through as well. Thanks, Bungie. And we whiffed the rocket. Amazing. Oh yeah, back on track. Now I'm going to slow down here, and I'm going to stop here for a second, because of two things. First of all, I've got no special. But second of all, because I want to switch to a sniper. If you haven't seen one of these yet, I'll talk through how nice this bad boy is in a sec. Can I, yeah. Switch that around. No. Hoping for some more green ammo here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm just going to kill a few of these dudes to be able to replenish my ammo supplies. Be very mindful of that ogre at the back. Shouldn't spam shots like that. Ah. Thanking you. Whoosh. That incoming damage is pretty juicy. Where's our ogre gone? Awesome possum. More green? I swear I saw a green. Alright. Ah. Sure. Take that one instead. Get some yee. That's pretty good. Yep. Now we're on full. So, here we go. You can see Dark Entry on that side over there. I have, and could, absolutely put some special rocket, some damaging rockets for charged light. But in all honesty, I forgot to put them on. So, that's cool. Now we are getting stacks of Dark Entropy here pretty quick, so I'm going to move up. That's 8 stacks. That's 9 stacks. And it starts to go down, you see. As soon as I get close, right, they start to drop off again. Yeah, you wish. Yes, no. Thank you. Move up here again. So, you might be looking at this and saying, Blind, that DPS phase was absolutely horrific. And you are right. Because I'm not using anything other than this stuff, I can and should put on... I'm going to switch this over to one more thing. One more thing. So I apologise for this brief intermission. There is a Charge Relight mod that allows you to get extra damage on your rockets, which if you're doing this, I strongly recommend, because you've seen my damage there was pretty sucky. Now it won't be much better, I'll say this, it will not be much better, but it will be a little better. I'm expecting to do 4 DPS rounds of damage on this, which you may be thinking, oh my goodness, what on earth is 4 DPS rounds worth of damage doing? What are you on about? And the reason why is because I've just got nothing stronger really to be able to use against these guys. I could be using something like a grenade launcher to be able to do damage, but it's a little awkward. It's kind of as much of a muchness at this stage. I found these rockets to generally be pretty decent. Like, they're not amazing, they're not god tier, but they're good enough, and it's fine for now. And basically, between that and Argent Ordnance, I should be good for it. So I'm going to basically be using those. So I apologise for the first little bit, but this will do. Let's get to it. We should still get it in 4-ish DPS phases, maybe 5. If it goes on to 5, I'll just speed up the gameplay for you. Light. I always found this run to be slightly interesting. It's a bit weird because this encounter gets easier the longer you play at this stage. We've got these guys shooting into us, and if you can get rid of the portal or the well that's next to them, and then take care of the ogre, you've got less things to deal with in the room. There's less incoming fire, which is kind of weird, because you generally expect an encounter to escalate in difficulty, but with this encounter, it gets easier as you progress through it. So it's kind of a bit weird to me. Always just, I don't know, it's that awkward with me. No. Now, I've taken quite a bit of damage there, so I'm just going to get out of there for a while. Take care of you. Green ammo. I might pick that up now. Oh, you're aping. You just see him. You see him turn around and started gunning for me. He's a madman. Oh. I'll be having ye. Drop a nade on you. Yes, no, yes, no. Moats, yes, no. No? Yeah. Got the dodge to come back. Dodge. Have a little dip. Yeah, let's get out of there. Too much heat for your boy to handle. Generally, it's not a good idea to jump in the air when you're using a fusion rifle. They lose all sense of accuracy. But if you do a single jump, you can actually get away with it. It's when you kind of go into the double and triple jump territory, they seem to completely whiff. But the standard jump, actually not too bad. Yeah. Alright, let's clean it up. Good. Wouldn't mind having that one extra rocket. Oh, really? No. Nope. Yep. Let's grab me some ammo. Me, fellas. Just here for a good time. Purple brick. It's mighty generous of you, fellas. Mighty kind. Probably didn't want to do that either. So I'm stuffing this up all over the place. There you go, that's that teleporting action. Do that. Nope. Wow, we got away with that. Nice, I'll take that. Wow. Thank you. Where are you aiming? Oh, nope. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. That. Caught up pretty well there. Yeah, there's no more there. So this sniper rifle was really nice, by the way. There was a review of this thing a while back. This is the Aikilos, 4th Federation Charm, high impact reserves. We'll go through the specifics later, but basically I got a bit of a chance to show it off there and show off what it can do. And you've seen that I was able to pump out a good wad of damage there, which is nice. So we're nearly back on track. Nearly. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind this room. This room's not too hairy. That's alright. It's not too bad. What we got? Light, dark. 2 lights and a dark. That's fine. We can do that. That's manageable. There's one where there's a large space in the floor. It's quite similar to this kind of setup, I guess. It's like an inversion of this. I hate that room, man. It's so awkward to get kills and stuff in there. Whereas this room isn't too ugly. Let's have a look. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Let's not push it. We can always come back later. Let's get into a good spot. Thank in you. White or dark. Good tip for this room. You stand up on top of this framework here, and you can get light motes. Down below, there's lots of dark areas, but standing on top is a pretty good shout if you need to get some light space. Look, that looks like it's in light space, but then it's not. Jump up here and then happy days. Happy days, innit? Be careful where stuff spawns in, because if it spawns on top of you, it can kill you. Which is real annoying. Groovy gravy, we just got the dark one left. Let's try and find a half decent angle. Look at all these. Look at all these goons! Oh, hello. That's a special little behindy friend. Not really into that kind of thing, my dude, but I don't mind those who are, so you carry on. How is this light? What is going on here? I find this room so hard to read in terms of whether you're standing in light, dark, up, down. I do like this room, I feel like it's much more manageable than the other one I was referring to, but still has its moments. Right, let's get you all sorted, shall we? Dark, no, light, bugger. I can hear him aping behind me, they hear that rawr, rawr. And he's just charging down. I'm hanging around, bud. Smoke on the wall. Okay. Nope. Fortunately, we grabbed one mote before getting our dodge. Let's try. Did the other motes disappear? That sucks. Come on, come on. Clutch up, clutch up. Yeah. Good recovery. Nope. Aye, that'll do her. That'll do her. Nice. Let's replenish that ammo stock. Might be montaging this bit. Let's do a quick switch. No thank you. Yes thank you. No! No! Not in the middle! Ah, you didn't think about it. What a fool! What a fool I've been! This is guaranteed to be a... high phaser now. Let's hope we can get some green ammo off of you. Or we will have really wasted our time. Oh, move forward. let's get rid of some of this dark entropy, shall we? Yeah, that's not too bad. Cool, cover that. Get rid of the rest of the snipers. And then let's try and get some more deeps. I'll pass if it's all the same to you. One more lot of damage. And I missed most of my shots as well, so nice, real nice. My favorite room. There's gonna be some primo concentration in here. Dark modes to start, cool. I don't mind that. I was gonna try and spread that. Whoa. That was a wee bit close. More than a wee bit close. Better? Yeah, yep. That was a mistake. Grenade covered us though. Right, let's just reclaim our calm and find a good spot. So you might not be noticing that I'm kind of skirting around the outside. I'm always kind of getting a couple of pot shots in and then getting into a better place. And then, if ever I need to, I'm just trying to use the utility of the survival tools I've got at my disposal, whether it's a rift or a whatever, just to try and give myself that little bit more breathing room. If you're a Devour Warlock, by the way, definitely get hold of yourself of some kind of special or even a kinetic weapon that will have Demolitionist on, because you can just swallow up your nade and just heal up, obviously, as much as you want to. And if it's a Glacioclasm like this, which unfortunately will not be able to get anymore at the moment, it has void kills as well, so... Oh no. No, thank you. No. Let's back off. Let's get some breathing room here. Let's find a quiet little space over here. Thank you. Good. You. Did we get rid of that ogre? We haven't got rid of that ogre yet. Should definitely get on that. Ooh. That's not very friendly of you. That's not very friendly at all. I might just let these modes play out. I don't want to, like I said earlier, I don't really want to be pushing the run. I've already made some really sloppy mistakes. Not having the right mods equipped, not even getting my ammo back. Like, it's been a pretty poor demonstration how to do this. But, I mean, I guess it might demonstrate how to recover a try or what have you. That could be something. Anyway, let's concentrate a little bit more on getting back to where we should be. Let's get some dark motes. Cool. Let's go over here. Get that smoke back. Nope. Are we on you? Thank you. More dark motes. Fresh smoke. That's the wrong one. That's our boy. Over here. Get off that, get off that, get off that. Yeah, nice. Let's drop a nade on you. Yeah, like that. Good. Much more controlled. Near you. Let's go tidy up this. I don't really care. I know those are the wrong modes. I really just wanted to get rid of that ogre. Enjoy that flinch, my friend. Nope. That's a no from me. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna let these play out again. Just too much gank around. Look at all this, man. Look at all this. Where's my knight? Where's my knight? Need my knight in shining armor. Oh, he circled all the way around. What a hero. That's more like it. Let's finish up. Cool. Thanks very much for the purple brick, fellas, but I'm really more keen with the green. The ammo kind. Really not helping yourselves here, guys. Thank you. So considerate. Where'd he go? I swear I just saw a green ring. Yay, nay, nay, yay, nay, yay. Nope. Apparently not. You can use these platforms to dip underneath, like you've just seen there. Like, there's surprisingly little cover in this arena, so it can be a real good tip to actually use the platforms themselves to jump below them and then jump up. Sorry, Warlock boys, you're probably going to struggle to do that. Nope. I'm not so keen. So you can definitely see it's definitely four-phaseable. I just made too many silly mistakes. But that's fine, that's cool. I think we're going to get it, so happy days. Good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh, this is way too much heat. I'm dipping out of there. If I'd have stood there, maybe I'd have got an extra shot or two off, but they'd have smoked me. The bad kind. They'd have got me for sure. What the? That's new. I hope I can get that. That's cool, that's cool. Let's find out what kind that is, shall we? I assume that's a graphical glitch, but hey, you know, maybe that might happen on your game. I hope it doesn't. If it does, let's find out what we can do about it, shall we? What you gonna do about it, huh? Right, what's our last? Our next one is black. So let's finish that up first, and we'll have a little play with it. That's very nice, very nice. I'll have you. Oh, more rockets. Sure, I'll take more rockets. Donk. Donk. Where did you go? Cool. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh my. Yes, please, and thank you very much. Where's our ogre gone? Right then. Light or dark? Let's go with light first, shall we? Whittle him down, get him low. Could even have a little bursty rocket damage on these. I've got a spare couple of rockets hanging around. Yep. Oh dear. No, thank you. Not today. Right. Is light right? Let's find out. No. Cool. So, let's try dark. And if it's not dark, well, I don't know. Chin up. Let's do this. So we've done lights. Let's try dark. Ooh. Dark. Ooh. Don't think we're gonna get them in time, but maybe. Okay, cool. Dark mode, so let's do it. Oh, it totally worked! Thank God. I honestly don't know what I'd have done if that didn't work. But goes to show, just if you're in this position, do one and then the other. And I guess I would just leave it to last, just because it, removes that element of random whatevery. Is that gonna go? That's not gonna go, is it? Oh, I hit something. That's him done. Let's clean this all up, shall we? Bum, 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 bum. Right. Is that reloaded? That is reloaded. That's good. Got some of that sweet, juicy green ammo, if you would please. 2 charged with light. Makes me a happy boy. How many times have I done that? Twice. Twice! Yes, please. Thank you. Right, let's get rid of you. Very good, very good. Ooh. Oh, incredibly generous. Well, what you give to me, I'm going to use to destroy your friends. Well, after what can only be described as the messiest DPS phase, we finally did it, so that's cool. Right.
The nine have spoken. Their answer is
So guys, let's talk loadout real quick. We'll start off with the stats, and we'll start off with the subclass. I was using the Night Stalker, bottom tree, and we had the Gambler's Dodge in order to be able to get our melee back. Our melee in this case with the smoke in order to be able to go invis, and then it's particularly synergized well with combat provision, which means that whenever we damage enemies with our grenade, we're going to be able to get our melee ability energy back. So we have two ways in order to be able to get our invis back, which is really nice. And then we obviously had the Mobius Quiver, which is the multiple shadow shots in order to be able to do loads of damage. So that's really nice as well for our DPS. In terms of stats, we were running 100 mobility, we had at least 80 recovery, which is real good, and we also had 80 intellect. So we've got that nice ability to be able to get our dodge back and to be able to get our melee back real quick, but we also had recovery in order to be able to keep our survivability up, and then we had some intellect, which is particularly good for being able to take care of that first boss and make sure that we've always got our super up when we want it. In terms of armor, for our headpiece, some notable mods that we're basically running. There's some very general stuff like loaders and reserves and different things. I didn't change out too much of this stuff during the run, but some notable things that we do want to pay attention to: taking charge. Basically, most of my weapons are completely masterworked, so whenever I use them and whenever I make multiple kills with them, they'll be making orbs of power. Whenever I walk over those orbs of power, they're going to be giving me a buff called Charge with Light. Because I've got this mod on taking charge, I can then use that Charge with Light buff in a couple of different ways. One of the ways I was mainly concentrating on here was Protective Light. So we got Charge with Light, and then this is one of the ways we can spend it. Basically, whenever we get down to that last segment of health and we're taking huge amounts of damage, Protective Light is going to give us a huge armor resistance boost and really make our lives much more comfortable, which is a great way of making sure that your survivability goes way up. So strongly recommend. The other way that we can use our Charge with Light is for that first encounter. We were using it with Lucent Blade, which basically will increase our sword damage. So we're getting Charge with Light by creating orbs. We're then using those orbs to walk over them to get Charge with Light. Then we're either staying alive using Protective Light, or we're attacking with Lucent Blade with our sword to do extra damage. The other way that we were using it was with Argent Ordnance. Argent Ordnance is the equivalent for rockets with Lucent Blade. So when we got the increased sword damage from Lucent Blade using our Charge with Light mods, we also had the same thing with the rocket launchers. So Argent Ordnance increases our DPS for rockets. For the first encounter, talking about weapons, we had Criminal's Dagger. Could be using anything, just like the 120s in order to be able to clear through ads. We were using a 7th Seraph shotgun in order to be able to quickly do lots of burst damage to some of those knights. Lightweight frame means that we're moving around that a little bit quicker, which is nice too. We were using a Falling Guillotine for a nice amount of burst damage there, got a boss spec mod on it. Heard someone once say that they preferred having Taken spec because it does more DPS. We will do some damage comparisons, and I'll do a link to that video later on this week, so we will do a damage comparison of Taken spec and boss spec mod to see which one is stronger. My previous testing from before Beyond Light showed that actually boss spec mod fared better, but we'll test that. Most importantly, when it comes to our Falling Guillotine, is a Whirlwind Blade. Okay, what we're going to be doing with that is, it means rapid sword strikes means we're increasing our DPS. So what we're going to do a couple of light attacks, and then we're going to follow up with a big strong heavy attack, because that's going to give us huge burst damage. Generally on that first boss, I'll try and do 2 or 3 light attacks. You can rank up more, but because he's got that large shield in front of him, he'll often either knock you away, or he'll end up just being a douche and turning so much that you can't end up landing attacks on him. So as a rule of thumb, I just I stick with generally 2 or 3 light attacks and then go onto a heavy. For our second encounter, we were out in the open desert, just switched to a far future to be able to take out the snipers, and we were using the high albedo basically to clean up those blights real quick. Nothing special about these two whatsoever, they're just my own personal preference for what we could be using. You could be using any kind of automatic rifle to clear up the blights or anything else. You could be using any kind of sniper to be able to take out some of those hobgoblins at a distance, or you could just even straight up use a scout or a pulse. Could work completely fine as well. Back in the cube encounter, we went to a criminal's dagger using the far future to take out the hobgoblins, and then we had a falling guillotine ready and spare as well. When we got to Rainbow Road, we just coasted on down, and you saw I had a little bit of fun there with my vehicle in order to be able to get to a good place, so that's cool. But there was nothing special about our loadout there again, just taking out those snipers with the far future. When we got to the final boss room, what we did is we switched around to a glacier chasm to be able to clean up most of the ads there. It's quite nice because it's got demolitionist on it. You can't get glacier chasm anymore, but there are a couple of fusions dotted around still that do have demolitionist. So if you are a fusion person that likes to be able to use these, you can still use demolitionist to get your grenade back, which is really nice for that main room there. I only use the fusion rifle here just because it gave us a little bit of different gameplay, and it kind of gave us the golden trio there of those. No grenade launchers in this particular video, but yeah. That's the only reason why I chose the Glacioclasm, basically. Could have absolutely stuck with anything else. For the rocket launcher itself, we have Royal Entry. I don't have a Clown cartridge one of these yet, or a Clown cartridge rocket launcher yet, but I was using this one just because I quite liked the impulse amplifier. It means that I was able to hopefully land some more of my rockets consistently, although I did with one. We've got impact casing as a little bit of extra DPS increase, and then obviously we had the boss spec on that one there. And we switched out to, as I say, Argent Ordnance to be able to boost up that DPS damage. For DPS phase, I switched to the Aikilos SR Sniper Rifle. These are still in game, but they're a little bit difficult to get a hold of, but you can absolutely find one. And if you do find one, what you want to do is you want to find one hopefully with a pendant mag or an increased magazine size, and you want to have 4 times the charm with high impact reserves. And ideally what that will do is it means that when you're landing 4 shots, you'll get 2 rounds back in the magazine. If you've got a 7 size magazine, that means you're going to be landing a huge amount of, you're going to get loads and loads and loads of those shots back, and especially with the high impact reserves, you'll be doing huge amounts of burst damage. It's a really nice, consistent DPS weapon as a legendary. I didn't run backup mag on it because it doesn't increase the magazine size any further, so I could actually throw the boss spec mod on this. Now if your rifle does drop with this, and say for example you've only got accurized rounds, it does go down to a 6 size magazine, so you can absolutely then switch it out to go to a 7 size magazine with backup mag, and that will increase your DPS more. There are several videos already on this. It's better to have a 7 size magazine than it is to have a boss spec mod if you land your shots. If you don't land your shots and you just want to go something a bit more comfortable, you can definitely throw on boss spec mod and then just, you know, use whatever best you can. But that was basically our loadout, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry that it took a little bit of a while there, but I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks very much.